Hello, everybody. It's Casey here to do some readings tonight. How is everybody? How is everybody doing? It's taken forever. Okay, are we not going to get communication going through tonight? Somebody type something, please. What the heck? Okay, is my live chat not working? Can anybody see? Let me look. Okay, yeah, it's not working. Okay, how is everybody tonight? I'm going to have to look at two of them because it's not coming up. The live chat's not coming up on the other one. Okay, lay-in. Happily ever after. Chanel. Star crossing. My road trip to Fort Collins was good. I didn't have to worry about the car. That was a relief. I had 2 readings. I did help this other gal. Oh my gosh, her products. She uses top essential oils from around the world. She made some wax melts. This one's called Clear. It goes in and clears the energy, just like sage and stuff. Oh my God, this stuff smells so good. She's got some stuff that goes in and resets your energy, brings you back to 0 point to center, and clears all the negativity. They smell so good. But it was interesting. Met a lot of people. Somebody said, I didn't realize you were doing readings because your tables were so close together. So, yes. Okay, lay-in. The next step in your relationship. Okay. I don't know why this is acting up. Okay, so lay-in, I show 6 of Pentacles. Okay, this is telling me that there needs to be more of an even give and take in the relationship, because one person's giving and giving, and the other person's just taking, okay? I do show that there's a longing for something from the past. This could be a person or a situation coming back from the past. It could be the longing for the way things were before. Excuse me. But it's definitely the longing for the way things used to be, okay? And then I show the Eight of Pentacles. This is a very, very, very fast moving energy coming in for you, hon. They call this the wands of love, but look at there's a new day coming in. Look at that sun coming up, that sunrise. It's a new day. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. Okay. Then I have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone that's quiet, observant, could be in the military, in some kind of field to where they have to be observant. Okay. But they're reserved. They have a tendency to watch. Actions speak louder than words. And then I have the Moon card. Follow your intuition. Follow your knowing. Is this Frozen 2? What the heck? Elsa. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to any doubts, anything that comes up. Sit down and have a talk with them. Okay? Sit down and have a talk with them. Don't push them away. Don't deny them. Don't address them, okay? Because that shadow side, those doubts and stuff that you are having are legitimate, okay? You need to talk to them and see what they're trying to teach you. Why is my computer doing that? Jazzminder. Welcome, Jazzwinder. My computer is acting up. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my computer's not moving. Okay. But pay attention to that. But I do think that there's something also maybe from that you are having doubts about, because I have the Five of Pentacles. Okay? The Five of Pentacles is telling me that there's some regrets about some things that happened in the past. Okay? So I want you to not look at the things that have happened in the past. I want you to look at how far you've come. You still have these possibilities. You have these wonderful things coming in here. Okay? So you have, focus on how far you've come, hon, rather than the regrets. And sit down and talk to the regrets, okay? Because they are there. They are there to teach you some things, okay? Does that make sense, hon? Okay, because since we have so many new people here tonight, I'm going to add a couple people. Mango flavored. Taylor. Caramel apple. How are you, mate, babe? MK. Summer golden. Okay. Okay, so Priya is the last free one for tonight, okay? So lay-in I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 14 people. Okay, so if you're not going to stick around for the reading, please let me know so I could take your name off the list. But I'm going to try to get to all of you since we have a bunch of new people tonight, okay? Happily ever after. What's your question, hon? And after this, okay, because somebody sat down and had a talk with me. They said only give one free reading a week because there's lots of people, like the new people that tonight that came in. Yeah, mango flavored, you're on the list, okay? That are coming in that don't have an opportunity to get the readings because the regulars come in and get all the readings. So I said, yeah. That number is haunting you, number 14. I don't know why my... Okay, so I have Happily Ever After, Chanel, Star Crossing, Elsa, Hot Girl, Jazzwinder, Maybe, Mango Flavored, Taylor, Caramel Apple, MK Burks, Summer Golden, Exena, and Praya. So, Happily Ever After, are you here, hon? What's your question? Is she still here? Okay, Chanel, are you here? If Happily Ever After comes back, then we'll go ahead and do them. Lots of new people here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Happily Ever After, Chanel. Well, yes, everybody hit the like button, please. It helps get the videos out. Okay, Star Crossing. I know you're here, hon. There's only 4 people in the chat room. Is that what it says? You're right. Where'd everybody go? Okay, Happily After. What's your question, honey? Yeah, I can tell. I can't see. Oh. I love you too, Happily. Thank you, hon. You guys are awesome. You guys make the channel. Aww. You guys are who make the channel. You guys are the ones that rock. So you don't have a question, Happily? I should have pulled my new cards out of the car. Layan, thank you. Oh, hon, you're so awesome. I don't have any more things going on until July. I have to go to Arizona for my granddaughter's wedding. Oh, but you know what? The energy is because of all of you guys, you know? Okay, Chanel didn't answer. So, Star Crossing, what's your question, hon? Hey, Darlene, how are you, hon? Okay, so Happily Ever After didn't want a reading. Chanel hasn't answered. Oh. You know, it's funny because last Friday night we did a talk and so we started talking about the dark-eyed children, people that come in and don't listen, okay, that don't contribute. I mean, they just come in to listen. Boy, they all jumped in and had something to say about that. Yeah, you're on the list, hot girl. Okay, Star Crossing. What does she need to know? So after Star Crossing, it's Elsa. The only reason I added extra people tonight is because there's a lot of new people here. But just remember, I try to give you the information you need, so have some patience, okay? Have some patience with me because I try to give you guys good readings. Okay, so the free list is closed for tonight, Randy. But I will be back on Sunday to do readings. Friday night is spiritual talk if you want to come and join us. Okay, so what's going on, Star Crossing? Because I show that you're feeling very defensive. You're feeling very overwhelmed right now, okay? So I have the Seven of Wands, okay? Look, see, feeling overwhelmed, feeling defensive, okay? The best way out of this energy is to prioritize everything and focus on one thing at a time, okay? I do show that there's going to be some, you may be feeling defensive because of some communication that's going to come in, okay? Because I show the Page of Swords. This could be some very, very rapid communication coming in and out. But I want you to be open-minded to listen. I have the three of Cups here, okay? These cups are overflowing. They're full and they're overflowing. So this could bring some happiness to you. If you sit down and take the time to communicate, I do show that it's the end of a situation. Okay, you've learned your lessons well, hon. Okay? You've learned your lessons well. You're ready to close out that chapter. You're ready to begin something new, okay? You're just cleaning up the last of that energy. And the bubble, you know what, hon? The bubble technique will help you clear out some of that old stuff too. It'll bring it forward. Now, we have the Strength card. You can do this. Hang in there, girl. And I think that this is directed to you. Focus on yourself. Focus on what's best for you right now. Because I do show that this woman is showing love and compassion and gentleness. Okay? And she has created a bond with this beast, with this lion, okay? But I think that you need, your Leo rising, I do think that you need to start being a little nicer to yourself, okay? I do show that there's forward movement. You've put in a lot of work, hon. Put in a lot of work. The thing is, like I said, forward movement, but at the same time, you're still trying to juggle some things here. You still got a lot of things going on. So again, take the time to prioritize some things and focus on what's the most important, okay? But the cards look good, hon. Does that make sense? So Elsa never answered? Okay, she didn't answer. What have you been up to happily ever after? Okay, hot girl. What's your question, hon? Okay, I wouldn't put it like that, star crossing. Sometimes we have to surrender the old life. Okay, so the free list is closed for tonight. And I did add a few extra people because we had a bunch of new people tonight. And I realize you're new too, hon. But I will be back to do readings on Sunday night. And if you are interested, on Friday nights we do spiritual talk. We talk about everything. Everything. Okay. Okay, so I don't think it's going to cost you your old life, hon. I think you're just transitioning from one way to another. Does that make sense? Yeah. But you still have free will choice. You still have free will choice, hon. Okay? And Hot Girl wants a career reading. Okay. Don't ever forget that you have that free will choice. An astrologer and I traded readings, and he was just flabbergasted. He goes, "Wow, you're good at this." Well, you just got there telling me that my intuition's real strong. But I told him, I said, don't let anybody tell you what to do with this. What you're building in your business, because it's your baby, you know? Career. Okay. I need to pull an extra card. Girl, what you got? I think you're not in a very good job. Okay. So the first card up is the Seven of Swords. This could be somebody being sneaky, somebody being deceitful, telling lies. Okay. Why do I feel like you need to call somebody out on something they're doing. Okay. Exactly. I can sit and do readings for myself, star crossing. Can't make heads or tail out of it. But I want you to pay attention to what's going on, hon. Because there's some deceit of some type going on, okay? But I do show, I think what you need to do, hon, is you need to focus on what makes you happy. What are you passionate about? What kind of job gets you excited about what you want to do, okay? You need to find this passion. You need to find this creativity, something that will inspire you and keep you going, okay? I show the Page of Wands. This is the very early beginnings of communication. I think this is more dialogue with yourself about what you want and don't want. Again, finding this passion. What do you want? Sit down and write some pros and cons, or write down some things that get you excited. What do you want in your job? Let me put it this way. If I gave you a magic wand, what would you wish for, and what would that look like? See it, picture it, taste it, feel it, experience it, refine it the way you want, and then release it to the universe and give thanks to the universe for it every day as if you already have it, okay? You are so ready. You are so ready for new beginnings, okay? You are ready to start all over again with a clean slate, a new beginning. This is taking a leap of faith and doing something that makes you happy, okay? But this is, and when you do that, this is the Nine of Swords. This is coming out of depression and anxiety. the nightmare, but you're coming out a lot wiser in the long run, okay, hon? And this is why I had to pull more cards, okay? You're stuck in your head. You can't make a choice. You can't make a decision. Start asking the universe, what can be better than this? What do I need to be aware here? What am I not willing to be? This is a self-made prison. You feel like you can't make a change, but you know what, hon? Sometimes you have to just ask the universe questions and follow the energy, okay? And then I have the Five of Wands, okay? Again, stuck in your head. There's competition. There's disputes, okay? And some of this is in your head too, okay? But then we come back again. What do you want? I have the Hermit card here. The Hermit card talks about know thyself, okay? What do you want? Who are you? What direction do you want to go in, okay? Go in and know thyself. Find out what you want, what makes you happy, what is creative, what's expansive for you. Universe, what kind of job can I create in my life that is expansive and exciting and fun and creative, okay? Then go out and shine your light in the world, okay, hon? Does that make sense? Let me know if that made sense, hon. Let me know if that made sense. If it didn't, okay. So what I'm asking you, hot girl, did that resonate? My Ugly Truth Tarot. Ooh, how are you tonight? Jazzwinder, what is your question, hon? You are dealing with workplace dramas. So sit down and have some conversations with the universe. Ask them questions. What can be better than this? How can I get better? You know? Oh, you just lost a job. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. Makes a lot of sense. Jazzwinder, are you here? What's your question, hon? And you're new too. Welcome. Welcome to our tribe, is right. What kind of job you hiring for, my ugly truth? Okay, so the free list is closed. I even added an extra people because we had so many new people tonight. We are like a little family in here. You need a PA? Oh, do you hear that, hot girl? Well, apparently Jazzwinder's not here. How about Maybe? Is Maybe here? Now there's 8. Okay, if I drop a couple more people, then I can get a couple more people in. Is maybe not here? Back to 7. Is mango flavored here? Yes, donations are open. Thank you, Priscilla. I want to thank you and your mom for checking on me when I was down sick. Darlene and Priscilla. Okay, Mango, are you here? Okay, Mango's here. Okay, what's your question, Mango? Oh, I know. I love you guys too. You guys, your mom has been with me since I first started my YouTube channel. Okay, let's see what's going on with the family. Oop, feels like here. Hold on. I'll check it. Give me a couple minutes to get this reading done, and then we'll check and see who's here, little G. Thank you. Okay, so, okay. I think they see you as the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands is one of the movers and shakers in the world. Okay, these are the people behind the people. These are the people that make the world run. Okay, they're the person behind the person. You know how somebody may run for president and it's the team, the people behind the person running for president. They're passionate, they're creative, they're invested in everything they do. They're the ones that make the world run. They make sure everybody gets to their appointments. You know, everything is taken care of. Okay? And I have the 3 of Cups. This is somebody this is emotional fulfillment. Why are you crying, hon? Why are you crying? But the 3 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness overflowing. It's like you bring all this happiness, this joy to everybody, okay? But what's holding you back? What's holding you back? Because I have the 5 of Cups, and it's like you've got these things holding you back. You've got these regrets here that's holding you back from investing. Aww. So maybe this is the feeling. You're focused on them not liking you, but yet at the same time they like you. Okay, so mango flavored. I offer a technique. It's called the bubble technique. Okay. It's a way to go in and clear that negative self-talk, those negative belief systems. It's a tool. The video's under 4 minutes. It's in my playlist. Text message. It's in my playlist. It's listed under classes. What the heck? Oh, okay. So, okay. So this is the judgment card. This is a call to awaken. This is a call to pay attention. This can be a renewal. Okay, let me pull up the bubble technique. Hold on, hon. Let me pull it up. Where's my classes? Where are you? Everybody pay attention to this because where are you? Okay. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube, but every time I go in and look for my classes now, I can't find them. Can one of my mods please find the class, the bubble technique for me? I can't even find my classes playlist. It's not here. What the heck? Okay. Okay, so this is a call to awaken, pay attention. This can be a renewal. Can be a new beginning. Anything that you thought was over and done with. Okay. Good. Okay. Is not over and done with. Okay. But pay attention. Okay. There's some good things coming up. And I show the Ace of Cups. This could be new beginnings in love that's going to bring the emotional happiness. Okay. But, hun, yeah, I can't even find my playlist for classes. Okay. So I kind of think this is a double-edged cup because I think that you need to work on your own self-love some more, hon. Okay. And that's going to bring in new beginnings in love. That's going to bring in happiness. Okay. But I do show, I think you have a lot of walls up. Hi, Libra. Yeah. Are you, your name starts with S, Libra? Okay. I do think that you're kind of defensive, hon. I think you feel kind of overwhelmed at times. Sit down and prioritize. Sit down and write it up. Sit down and detail. Write down all the reasons that you feel overwhelmed and prioritize them. Yes. Okay. And then deal with them one at a time. Okay. Just play with the bubble technique. You can clear emotions. You can clear negative statements that people have told you in the past, like you're stupid, you don't know anything. Anything anybody's told you in the past, you can clear in that bubble. Okay. Any negative self-talk that you have for yourself, any points of view or somebody telling you how you should live your life, cultural points of view, things like that. That bubble technique is awesome. But let me make you aware, if it will not clear, I want you to watch the other video also in there. Who does it belong to? Because a lot of times, okay, we may be feeling 25% of something and the other 75%, yeah, I saw Libra. Yeah, I've got her down. Okay.
future conversation.
Oh,
And I do.
getting flustered here. Okay, but a lot of times if something pops up that you can't clear, then send back whatever's not yours. Okay, and there's a video in there on that also. Because a lot, like I said, when you're an empath, you may be feeling 25%, 75% of what you're feeling is not even yours, okay? But I do show that you're going through changes, hon, because we have the death card here, okay? The death card is a transmutation. It's changing from one state to another. It could be changing from a transmutation would like being moving from single to a relationship. It could be, well, I use water as an example. Water can be frozen. That's a transmutation. But then it melts back down to water again. Water can also be boiled. It turns into steam, but it still comes back down and turns into water again. It's a transmutation. It's a change, okay? But to me, the death card is you making choices and decisions that are making the changes, okay? You are changing your life through the choices and decisions that you're making, okay? Does that make sense, hon? So I want you to focus on your negative self-talk. And let me tell you, hon, do not worry about what other people think of you, because every person that you have in your life is going to have a different point of view about who you are based on who they are. Okay? Because it's going to be a reflection of who they are. And we have no business knowing what other people think of us. But quit trying to live your life to please everybody else. Like I said, everybody is going to have a different point of view about who you are. The only one that you should worry about what you think of you is you. Okay? I hope that helped, hon. Okay, Libra, you're next, hon. What's your question? I hope that helped, hon. And I would watch. Yeah, I would watch. There's another one in there also. Why will my friends want to reconcile? Okay. I kind of feel like that's a bad thing. Okay, us Libras have a tendency to let people walk all over us. That's the first thing that comes up. Okay. So after Libra, we have Taylor. Is Taylor here? One more. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so the first and the last card are the Hermit. I want you to go in and do some soul searching, hon. I want you to know who you are. I want you to look at why you are letting, I don't know how to say it. Okay, do you have a tendency to be a people pleaser? No, this is for Libra, hon. Do you have a tendency to be a people pleaser? I want you to take some time to go within and know who you are and what you want. Okay? I want you to quit. And the same thing, yeah, because, yeah. Now there's a difference between my kids and I argue about this. There's a difference between stepping back and not wanting to deal with conflict, and there's another one where you step back and let people be who they are, okay? Because it's not for us to judge, it's not for us to respond. But you know what, hon? If they're giving you a lot of conflict, they're making you feel bad about yourself, if they're making you second guess yourself, you don't have to have them in your life. Okay? You do have the choices, you do have the decisions. I do show the judgment card. That's a call to awaken. I want you to go within and know thyself. Why? So ask yourself, why would I let these people back into my life after everything that's happened? Okay. But anything that you thought was over and done with is not over and done with. And I don't think that talks about the relationship. I'm talking about maybe some other things like the way they treated you. But then we have the hangman. This is you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for things to change. But at the same time, you need to look at it from a different perspective. Well, then don't let them come back. You have that free will choice, hon. If they treat you bad, if you don't want them in your life, you have that ability to make those choices and decisions. I do show that it was possibly codependent relationships, something that was not good for you. Okay? But again, I show that you're waiting. You keep dreaming of a fight. Pay attention to that, hon. Okay? Pay attention. I didn't feel good as soon as I read the question. Follow your intuition, follow your knowing, hon. Okay? But look at this. You're waiting for your ship to come in, but your back's turned to it. You're not open and receptive to it. You're focused on other things. Ask the universe, what grand and glorious adventure can we have together? What can we create together? Okay? What am I not willing to be? What am I not willing to see? How can it get better than this? Just ask questions and follow the energy. The universe will respond, but you're focusing on other things. This ship has sailed. You've got your back turned to this ship, okay? But I have the King of Wands. You want somebody that's matured into this King of Wands. So this is someone that's very creative, someone that's very passionate, somebody that's very excited about life. Priya, you're down the list yet, hon. Okay. But again, I think this is you needing to, what makes you happy? What gets you excited? Follow that intuition, follow that knowing, okay, hon? Because again, I show twice in here, okay? You need to go within, know yourself, okay? Know thyself. Find your truth, your clarity, and be you, okay? Daisy, how are you? Does that make sense, Libra? Does that make sense, hon? Okay. Caramel Apple, are you here, hon? Thank you, Darlene, for doing that. Like I said, I looked at it and I couldn't even see classes in there. Thank you for doing that, Darlene. How's everything going on the home front, Daisy? Caramel Apple, are you here? After Caramel Apple, I have MK Works. You keeping everybody in line, Daisy? Good for you. No Caramel Apple. No MK Works. How about Summer Golden? Good for you. Everybody, huh? Daisy's cracking the whip. Good for you, girl. Okay, so Summer Golden's probably not here. How about Xena? I know you're here, hon. What's your question, Xena? Boy, everybody came in and left. What's your question, hon? Xena, what's your question? Oh. I got it, hon. How's everybody responding to all the rules now, hon? Otono, how are you tonight? Okay. Wow. They're not happy, but you are. That's good for you. Okay, Xena, I show the first card up is the Judgment card. Okay. There's some, I get confusion around this. Okay, this is a call to awaken. It's a call to pay attention to what's going on around you. Anything that you thought was over and done with is not over and done with. Okay? But at the same time, this could be a renewal, a reunion, a reconciliation. It could be reunification, re-education, anything that's RE, okay? But pay attention to what's going on, okay? Now, it's interesting because all three of these top cards are all major arcana, which means these are major lessons for you. Now I have the High Priestess. Okay, there's lots of things going on behind the picture that you don't know anything about at this point in time. Lots of secrets. So take your time and be aware of what's going on around you. Actions speak louder than words, so pay attention, okay, hon? I do think that this could be a karmic relationship for you. Could be I don't want to say twin flame. Could be a soulmate. But hon, you are ready to start all over again. We have the world here. You've learned a lot of new things. You've learned your lessons well. Okay, you are ready to start all over again with a clean slate. You're cleaning up the last of the old energy. You are ready to move on. Okay, hon? And girl, you are a mover and shaker. You can manifest anything you want because you get out there, okay, visualize it, taste it, feel it, experience it, put it out to the universe, refine it, put it out to the universe, give thanks for it. But you know how to make things happen, okay? You need to decide what you want in this situation. But I do show the Ace of Swords. Now, swords are of the mind, of the higher mind. This could be new beginnings in setting goals. It could be new beginnings in spirituality, new beginnings in what you think about things, okay? Just take your time with this. But I do show the Page of Pentacles. This is the early beginnings of something that could be long-term and stable. Yeah, I know. You said you were going to go to Cali. That's cool. Little mini trips. But look at that pentacle, okay? This could be something huge. But take your time, okay? Take your time with all of this. Take it slow because, like I said, this could be something long-term and stable, but I think there's some other things that need to be worked through first, okay? Does that make sense, hon? Let me know if that didn't make sense. Okay, good. Priya, are you still here? Little G, are you still here? Good, 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 good. Priya, little G. I hope you had fun, Daisy. I've decided I'm going to build a bed about a foot up off the floor of my car so I could put my camping stove, my clothes, my cooking utensils, and everything under the bed. Put a little ice chest in there so that when I go to Arizona, I won't have to stop and put a tent up. Oh. Okay, what's your question, hon? Yes, ask your question, hon. Brenda, okay. Did you donate on Cash App or PayPal, hon? You will see. My daughter said I could stay there, but we will see what happens. Okay, PayPal. Okay. What's your question, Priya? Okay, so put that down to one question. Okay, one question, Priya. Oh my God. Wonderful world of technology. the hell? Okay. Wonderful world of technology. Nothing wants to work. The only reason I check for the donations is because if you give a larger donation, you get more cards. Okay. Okay. Now, I can't give you a time frame, but I can give you an idea in probably the next 3 months if he's going to contact you or not, okay? Okay, you've planted the seeds for what you want. I think you're pretty good at manifesting what you want, hon. But you need to kind of decide what you want, okay? But I do show you've planted the seeds for what you want. Now you're just waiting to see what happens, okay? I do show that you have used love, compassion, and gentleness and created a bond with this person, okay? Is this guy a fire sign? Because I show a King of Wands, okay? The King of Wands is someone very passionate, very creative. Yeah. Someone that very exciting with life, okay? He's a Libra. Okay. Now, the Five of Swords. Priya, how much are you beating yourself up over this situation? How much negative self-talk are you telling yourself about the situation? I want you to decide what you want and focus on that. If I gave you a magic wand, what would you wish for and what would that look like, hon? Yeah. I'm not a typical Libra, though. Yeah. Air sign. But you planted the seeds. Hon, I want you, what do you want? Either you're going to have faith and trust that he's going to come back or you're not. If I gave you a magic wand, what would it look, and yeah, what would you wish for? What would it look like? Okay. Again, I have a Pentacles. Okay, I have a Queen of Wands. I will, while you're waiting for this, okay, I want you to work on you while you're waiting for this person. On air signs and, well, what's worse than air sign is a male earth sign. Okay, a male earth sign is worse than an air sign, believe me. Okay? But see, I want you to live life. I want you to take the time to smell the roses. I want you to take the time to enjoy life while you're waiting for this guy. If your attention is not focused on him, okay, he's going to pick up on that. I think, girl, I just enjoy life to the fullest at this point in time, okay? Because I do show that he will be coming back. I can't give you a time frame. I'm talking maybe 3-4 months right here. The Knight of Swords. I do think that Spirit's going to intervene in this situation because he's going to have to decide that he needs to take a leap of faith, okay, hon? But I do think there's a strong possibility that he is going to come back, but you've just got to decide exactly what you want, okay? Daisy, somebody told me mine's coming back by the end of June. What do you think, hon? Little G's not here. My ugly truth's not here. Yes, he needs to level up. Exactly. I think we're done with the free list tonight. Does anybody have any spirituality questions they want to talk about? Oh, Brenda. I'm sorry, Brenda. I almost forgot you. I'm sorry, hon. What's your question, Brenda? Thank you, hon. We can always use love and light here. What's your question, Brenda? Okay. Yes, Darlene. So visualize it, Priya. Visualize it, taste it, touch it, feel it, refine it, release it to the universe, and give thanks for it every day as if you already have it. Yeah. Brenda. Wow. Okay, so I have the Three of Cups. This focus on your happiness, with or without him, okay? Focus on your happiness, focus on what you want. What do you want? I think this is real important to know what you want in this point in time, okay? Because I show that there may be some conflict about what you want. I think why do I feel like everybody tonight has to have a leap of faith about what's going on at this point in time, okay? There's conflict, there's indecision, being stuck in their head, okay? Whether it's you or them. But hon, I have two aces here. Okay, I have the Ace of Swords. That's the first one. Now, this is a card of higher mind, setting new goals. But with this card in this deck, I think it's new beginnings of spirituality too. Again, like Priya said, he may need to level up. He needs to maybe do a little bit of soul searching. Maybe you both do, okay? But this could be setting new goals. But I think you need to decide exactly what you want. Do you think this guy's worth it or not, okay? I do show the Three of Swords. There could have been arguments, disputes, some heartache. Could be some separation by distance. But, hon, if you look at this card, the light overwhelms the dark. Good for you, Brenda. Okay? Because whatever you want in a relationship, you need to find in yourself first, okay? These things can be resolved because look at how the light is over. The light is shining brighter than the darkness is. So if you take the time, you have the patience, just remember, hon, if you sit down and talk to a guy, don't sit down and write out a whole list of things that you guys need to talk about. Only talk about one thing at a time, because if you start telling them, well, we need to talk about this, that, then they're going to shut down on you. They can only focus on one thing at a time, okay? But things can be resolved. And I show the Ace of Pentacles. This is something, the new beginnings of something long-term, stable, happy family, safety, security, happy relationships, okay? To me, the Pentacles are all aspects of coming together in a positive, yeah, I think he's healing. And I do think things can be resolved. But the thing is, I'm not sure. I'm not good at time frame, hon. But look, the ending The ending is the sun. This is fulfillment on all levels. This is the best card. I know I got the same problem, hon. He's working on himself. But it's been 3 years and I'm like, is it just my imagination? Is it just I have things happen that you just can't make up. But if you feel that he's the one, if you feel like it's worth it, like I said, focus on your happiness, focus on who you are, focus on the self-love. What makes you happy? What do you want in a relationship? Okay, you want somebody that's emotionally available. So you want to be emotionally available. You want someone loving, caring, gentle, prosperous, abundant. Find all those aspects in yourself. Okay? Whatever you want in another person, find in you. And as he's finding that in himself, he's going to come back. Okay? But I do think that things can be resolved. It looks good. Okay? Does that make sense, hon? I was wondering where all the new people came in from tonight. Must have been from Leon's channel or something. Exactly. I mean, these are not things you can think up in your head. People keep telling me, well, yeah, he's coming back. One told me that it'd be another year, and another one says he's never even left. He's stuck in my energy field. He's everywhere. He comes to me in dreams. He tells me stuff. You can't make up some of this stuff that happens. It's beyond my imagination. You know? Exactly. Too many coincidences. I think that with me, somebody told me, well, no, he's already moved on. After she's heard all these readings, she says, no, he's already moved on. You haven't. And I said, well, then why all these other things happening and stuff that are beyond my imagination, you know? So it's like, and then my dilemma is every reading that I listen to now, whether it's Libra or Scorpio or he's a Capricorn, I listen to that, they're all saying the same thing. He's coming back. He wants to apologize. He wants a new beginning again. It's like, okay, am I creating this? Now she's got me going. Am I creating this or is he creating this? Am I supposed to have a leap of faith, you know, that he's coming back? So there's the dilemma. I put him in bubbles. I blow him away. I make sure there's no cords. The man is in my energy field all the time. I thought he was gone. I looked in the morning, no bubbles, no him. I turn around and he's behind my back. There's just no, can't make this stuff up. I wish you luck, hon. I think that you'll know if he, yeah. And same thing with me. Timing was wrong. Timing was wrong. You know? Darlene. Yeah. The thing is, if you go out and live your life, if you go out and experience life, you go out and have fun, you go out and learn things, you find all this fulfillment within yourself, you're also opening the way for him to tap into that energy also. So as you heal and you find all the things that you love about yourself, you are also paving the way for him also, hon. Does that make sense? Darlene, doesn't it drive you nuts? And it seems like it's more and more and more all the time. And then when I have the live readings too, they say the same thing. Ugh. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Okay, what does Darlene need to do? Sometimes it's not so much letting go, Brenda. It's surrendering to the situation and living your life and experience things until the time is right for you guys to come together. Does that make sense? Oh, Darlene, what do you got going on? Okay, Darlene, you're waiting for that ship to come in and it's not time yet. Okay? We've got a couple things still being juggled here. Okay? Everything's on hold. He's stuck in his head. We've all gone through life lessons, son. I'm glad I was able to help, Brenda. Okay. See, everything's stuck on hold. There's love there, okay? But at the same time, everything's on hold. Somebody's not open to receiving at this point in time. Too busy juggling other things, okay? But you have planted the seeds for what you want, okay? Daisy says, let go. Is it letting go or surrendering? What's the difference, Daisy? You've planted the seeds for what you want, but it takes years for it to be mature enough to come back around. In the meantime, somebody's still looking for a safe place to keep their heart. Girl, I'm telling you, don't give up on the dragons. Put him in the hot seat. Have the air dragon going in, and every time he sits down, have the seat get hot. Have that dragon heat up the seat. Put him in the hot seat. Yeah, he's his head up his ass. Okay, now it's time for Darlene to make some choices and decisions. Okay, there's a need for a transmutation in here. This is through your choices and decisions. I think surrendering is different than letting it go, hon. Okay. But you need to make some choices and decisions, okay? Sometimes you need to close off that connection, Darlene, in order for him to panic a little bit and wonder what the hell's going on, okay? Yeah. Exactly, Daisy. Because I do, okay. So you've got the death card. That's choices and decisions that you are making. Now I have the Tower card, which is where you have asked for something and things haven't happened, things haven't moved, okay? And this is where the universe is going to come in and shake things up a little bit. This is something that's out of your control. That's the difference between the death card and the Tower. The Death card is transformation, change through you making choices and decisions. And the Tower is where the universe comes up. You've asked for something and nothing has happened, so the universe is going to come in and shake things up. Oh. You know, what's funny is that guy, when that astrologer did a reading for me, he was totally puzzled about all the life health problems that I've had. He says it didn't show up. Okay, so the last card, Darlene, is the Knight of Pentacles. He still needs to man up to be a king. It's a slow-moving energy. Okay, very, very slow-moving energy. But again, somebody's still looking for a safe place in their heart, okay? Safe place for their heart. But it could be long-term and stable, but this person has to man up. He needs to man up to be a king first. Okay, does that make sense? Brenda, the free list is closed, but if you want to make a donation, the list is open. Could that be, okay, I don't know, the Tower card could be something coming up with health, whether it's him or you. Yeah. Health is too iffy. How are you tonight, Brenda? Yeah, we've been on for a while. Yeah, I do free reads for my mods. But just remember, I will be back to do reads on Sunday night, hun. And we now have a boundary set where one free read per person a week. That way some other people have a chance to come in and get readings. Okay? Because it seems like the same people are giving readings. My concern also is when you get readings all the time, you have a tendency to become dependent on them, and then you kind of give up your free will a little bit. What's your question, Priscilla? Ah. Okay. Hangman. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So what perspective do you need to change for what you're waiting for, hon? You need to look at things from a different point of view. I know you've been doing a lot of self-work, hon, but are you still sitting down and looking at all the wonderful aspects of yourself? Okay. We can talk about that in spiritual chat if you want, Darlene, a little bit. There needs to be a change of perspective. Now, I do show something from the past, someone or something from the past possibly coming back, hun. Nostalgia and longing. Could be a need also, Priscilla. Have you gone in and done any inner child work, hun? Might be a need to go in and talk to the inner child and let her know that you're there for her and that she's safe. Okay. I do show the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Very, very slow moving energy coming in. Knights have things to prove. They need to mature, but this is a slow moving energy coming in. Again, take your time with anything because you want a safe place to store your heart. Okay, but the thing is, look, here you are. You're turning into one of those movers and shakers. You're starting to manifest things. You're starting to make things happen in your life, okay? Here's your wish card. The Star. You're working on emotional balance. You're working on following your intuition. You're working on some healing for yourself. This card says there's hope there. Focus on what you want. Again, pull that magic wand out, hun. Okay? And it's okay to feel vulnerable. Sometimes you need to let down your barriers, let down your walls in order to experience things so that you know what you want and don't want in your life, okay? And you're moving to the Empress energy, okay? Someone very loving, caring, nurturing, someone very grounded, pregnant with possibilities. Lots and lots of possibilities. But look at how, so where are you in what you want? It's like I feel like you need to set some spiritual goals, not just physical goals, but some spiritual goals also, because you are going through so many changes, okay? But these are some awesome cards, girl. Does that make sense? Okay, I guess we're moving on to spiritual talk. Does anybody have any things they want to talk about tonight? Darlene, what are your questions, or what are your, because we always end up talking about everything, including health stuff. You're pregnant with sushi rolls, huh? Girl, I need to let go of eating meat because every time I eat meat, I'm up sick all night. And the doctor says, well, yeah, I can see that, especially with what's going on with your kidneys. You're just not processing the protein. And what do I crave? Steak. They're funny. Sushi rolls. Sushi rolls are healthy, though. Nobody has any questions tonight? Have you checked? Okay, check into this, Darlene. Check into Vitex. Check into Vitex. That will balance the hormones a little bit. Are you having mood swings with the menopause, hun? So look at what you're eating too, and be careful. Make sure you're taking B12, B6, and folic acid because you could end up anemic. Yeah. But yeah, in fact, I just told my daughter to get some Vitex. It helps balance the hormones. I lucked out. I never went through that cycle. but I went through some heck of mood swings until I shocked myself and made some a more conscious effort to control what was going on in my life. But some people do that off and on, hon. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. It's like there's 6 people here and nobody wants to talk. So have you gone in? Have you gone into the doctor? I don't think it's any serious. I don't feel like it's anything serious. But you know what, hon? Don't put any energy into it. You know, my mom and my grandmother both died of uterine cancer. And as a child, I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to experience that. Pull out that magic wand, darling. But you know what? Medical science is trying to make menopause a disease now. Hi, Aaron. You never know what to ask. Glad you're here tonight, though. July 27th. But you know what, hon? Just look at that mind emotional connection and focus on that it's just a glitch, a temporary glitch. It's just part of the menopause, okay? Don't buy into the fear because then you'll start creating your reality. I don't feel like it's anything bad. I think, some women just do that off and on for years. What's going on with you, Priscilla? If it's stomach, I would take some ginger or get some ginger brew. There's some stuff out there called Reed's Ginger Brew. Anybody that has vomiting and diarrhea, check out that Reed's Ginger Brew. That stuff is amazing. What kind of symptoms you having, Priscilla? Aaron, what have you been up to? You haven't been around much lately. It's kind of funny because last Friday night we were talking about some things because somebody had some things pop up that were not so good, and we were talking about some things like the black-eyed children. Things that people that do not usually say anything all popped up and said something Friday night. You never know who's in the background listening until you pop up with something like that. Do you have a fever too, Priscilla? Oh, did you leave your dog back? And you left your dog behind? Ugh. I, yeah. Do you have any magnesium, Priscilla? If it's just a headache, natural calm is awesome for headaches and migraines and stuff. Your mom wouldn't let you bring your doggy? Oh gosh. I'd be lost without my dog. Of course, she's a character. No fever. Oh, you don't have any? I would look into getting some because 90% of the population is lacking in magnesium anyway. And it regulates over 400 processes in our body. Did you see that picture of her at the fair, Priscilla? She was such a little lady at that fair. She was sitting out there and she was greeting people. She's like, "Oh, wow, this is cool. There's lots of people here." She was out there at the fair greeting everybody. There was a little beagle dog that was walking through and kept barking and barking and barking at her. She gave one little bark. He said, "Boy, she's really a little lady, isn't she?" She's so funny. That's what she's doing right now, sleeping in one of her little beds. She was so funny. Somebody said she gave one little bark when that beagle barked. That beagle was going crazy, and she just gave one little bark. They were all laughing about it. I was eating a salad, and they thought that she was barking because I wasn't giving her any food. So somebody came over and gave her a piece of pastrami. I said, "That's so funny." Erin, how long you been back in Arkansas, hon? She's a character. She got loose. She got out of her collar. She started walking up and down the aisles. Oh. And your cousins wouldn't let you take her. Back 5 days. Did you ask your cousins if you could have her? Oh, that's so sad. That's like giving up one of your kids. And they are so full of unconditional love. I keep saying that there's no accident that dog is God backwards because the dogs give us that unconditional love that the universe gives us also, you know? Well, go take care of yourself, Priscilla. Yeah, yeah. That's okay, hon. You got to take care of yourself first. You can't take care of other people unless you take care of yourself first. You know? Good night, Priscilla. Well, I guess nobody wants to talk tonight. Down to 5 people. Aaron, would your mom let you have a dog? Aaron, I'm glad you got out of there anyway. Maybe it's time to get your own dog, hun. I'm so glad that you got out of there, though. How does it feel to be out of that situation, though, hun? I'm happy to know that you got out of there. You're funny, Darlene. Ugh. You know, and people act like menopause is yeah, something to be ashamed of or something, and it's just a natural part of life. Yeah. But that was a reflection of them, hun. That's not a reflection of you. If they never thought anything was good enough, then that's what they're thinking about themselves, you know? That's a reflection of them, not you. And that's hard, you know, that's hard for us to wrap our mind around, you know, because our so much of our life is built on everybody else's points of view, whether it's our parents, our society, our culture, you know. Now it's time for Aaron to find Aaron, huh? That's a good start. That's something that you love. You know, that might even be okay. Have you thought about going to school for being a vet or a vet tech, hun? You know, the Pell Grant's available. You're not working, you would qualify for the Pell Grant. They ask for the last 2 years tax returns, but you should qualify for the Pell Grant to go to school. You know, all these kids feel like they don't have the money to go to school and stuff. The thing is, You know, you can get a part-time job and go to school, and you don't necessarily have to get student loans. It depends on the school you go to, but Ibrahim, hello. Do you not think, okay, what are animals not emotionally fulfilling for you, hun? Think about that. Spend some time at the animal shelter and see if you'd like to have some kind of a career working with animals. So now who's being hard on who, Aaron? Don't know if you'd be good at it. Hun, if you are passionate about it, you're going to make sure that you're good at it. Does that make sense? And that's what you want. You want to be in a career that's going to give you emotional satisfaction, you know? Casey, how are you tonight, hun? Happy Gemini season. Yeah. You got a birthday coming up next week. Isn't your birthday on the full moon? Hi Melissa, the free list is closed for tonight. We're kind of on spiritual talk right now. So, Aaron, I would volunteer at the animal shelter and see how it feels. Okay? Yes. Yes. How old are you going to be, Casey? Spill the beans. Spill the beans, girl. 21 again. You're retrograde. I wish I could be retrograde. I'd like to go back to 40 again and stay there. I'm good. Did that fair over the weekend, and that was interesting. It's like the last fair was all about me, and this fair was all about my business partner. Yeah, I'm getting better. I think one of the last things that I need to do is get off this medicine that they have me right now, back onto an older medicine I was taking, because this one affects my breathing and yeah, getting there. I was out working all morning on gardening stuff. And then it comes in, it rains again. You missed our talk Friday night, girl. I had a lot of new people here tonight. I wonder if that has anything to do with Leon's channel. Oh, we even got to talking about black-eyed children. Have you ever heard about the black-eyed children? I felt like that was important that we needed to talk to, because Tiffany had an experience to where she had a download of what happened to somebody, and there was a black-eyed yeah, black-eyed children, and yeah, I think that Leon had a lot to do with it. In fact, how many subs are up now? $700. So we got 6 new people tonight. 5 new people. Hi, November. How are you? Yeah, we have 5 new people. It was up to 717, and then it went down 2 people. And then we're back up 5 people again. How you doing, November? Yeah, Tiffany was pretty devastated about everything that was going on. And as soon as it was interesting because you know how people come in and just listen and not say anything? As soon as we started talking about the black-eyed children, and then I had a bunch of people that are usually just watchers jump in and start talking. I am getting better and better every day in every way, November. And we're working on spiritual talk tonight. So anything you would like to talk about? That was Friday night. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, if you ever have somebody that appears at your doorway and their eyes are all black, even the white part of their eyes, and they ask permission to come in, or they tell you they're scared or something and they want to come in, don't let them come in. Do not let them come in. And this is something that they've been talking about for probably about, they started talking about it on Coast to Coast years and years ago. Hey, Leo. Why are you saying no, Leo? Leon? You had something like that a few days ago. I hope you didn't give him permission to come in, hon. Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, I've been, there's a lot of things on Coast to Coast that, things I used to take as a grain of salt, but there's a lot of truth in a lot of stuff. We were even talking about Mothman a little bit Friday night, but it's, things that have popped up. So I've been seeing 1111 constantly for 2 days. But I felt it was very, very important, especially after what happened to Tiffany. She had a download of something traumatic that happened, and she saw what happened. And Star Crossing also picked up on it and said that one of the dark-eyed children was there. So if anybody ever shows up like that, yeah, don't let them in. It was funny because I had 2 people walk up to me at the fair because I took Tinkerbell with me. And they walked up and they said, she's not going to start talking like Dog and Men in Black, is she? And I said, no, but she might whine at you a little. And I'm telling you, this summer, I've been feeling for months like this summer is going to be some major changes for everybody. Big changes. And I think it starts with this full moon next week. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's awesome that you guys are having more synchronization. Like I said, I think, yeah, all this summer, I think there's going to be some major, major, major changes going on. Don't know why I have bruises on my elbow. See, I'm not a medium, so it was kind of interesting because I had an astrologer that did a quick little reading for me, and he kept telling me how intuitive I was, and then he was just giving me a quick one. Then he came over and I did a reading for him, and he goes, "Wow, you're good at this." I said, "You just got through telling me how intuitive I was. Why are you surprised?" I just had to laugh a little, you know. So, Casey, how that's going to trigger some huge, huge changes for you, especially as it's on your birthday, you know? Have you had your astrology reading for the month of May, hun? Did they pick up on anything? This astrologer was shocked that I've had so many health problems all my life, and because there was nothing in that part of my chart, and that I had had abusive relationships. He didn't see either one of that, but he was kind of freaked out because everything's pretty much on the left side of my chart, which is free will. And then he freaked out because I had 5 planets in Libra. Yeah. I know I need to get a reading done with her one of these days. Yeah. It was funny because it's like the last fair we did was all focused on me, and this fair was all focused on my partner for the fair. And that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna shift some major changes for you, hon. Yes. Aaron's been going through a lot of changes too. I do think that this summer is going to be awesome for everybody, though. Yes, change is good if you're open and receptive to it. I was telling Erin she should go to vet school, either to be a technician or a veterinarian. I think that she'd be good at it. Mover and shaker, yes. I think we're getting you know, who else is turning into a mover and shaker is Jason. Jason has gone through huge shifts. Especially from when he came in, you know. That's because he's open and yeah. He's met a spiritual tribe. He's met some new people. He's got a new job. He's talked to a lawyer. He's moving forward in his life. Huge changes. He's just manifesting all this good stuff. Yeah. I don't think we have a lot of people on here, Leon. There's only 4 people on here. And then Tiffany's going through some challenges now, especially after what, she was downloading. So that's, hi Mandy's cards, how are you? We're on spiritual chat right now, hon, if there's something you want to talk about. Does anybody have any plans for this summer? I have to go to Arizona in July for my granddaughter's wedding. So I'm going to convert my car into a little camper. Get engaged. About time. We've been waiting on you two for a long time. Oh. My granddaughter's having a destination wedding in a castle in Arizona. There's a castle out here called Cherokee Ranch. I think they do weddings there too. There's all kinds of places, nice places to have weddings out here. We want pictures of when you get engaged. Yeah, it's called Cherokee Ranch. Oh, I think if I get married again, I'm just going to run away and get married. Yep, especially the way my family is. Oh. Rudy, how you doing, hon? How are you doing with all the renewal, the pandemic, hon? castle or water. Ectoplasm. So explain to me what ectoplasm is. How's your shoulder, Reedy? And do they have you guys on lockdown again, hon? Are you going to do it on a boat? Leon? Lots of lakes out here too. Guys can always get married on a Mississippi riverboat. Ectoplasm. Yeah, water is emotions. Doesn't just help emotions, it is emotions. Ectoplasm. Come on. I don't know anything about the spiritual aspects of it, but I do, yeah, the cells. Ugh, I don't deal with that. Up in the air. Oh, they have some awesome balloon releases down here in Colorado Springs and up here in Greeley. Cool. How's the physical therapy going, hon? Yeah, I just read that, Casey. I'm getting better, hon. I was out working on gardening this morning, and sometimes I have to take a break and rest a little bit, but it's getting better and better. I would think that I would think that's something that might have been in the early days of mediumship, because I've never heard of anything like that. I've never heard of anything like that going on now. But then in the early days of spirituality and mediumship, there was a lot of other things going on, you know? I but then I'm not a medium, so that would not. Somebody was arguing with me with the other day, telling me I was a medium. I said, no, I'm not a medium. They were trying to tell me, you just think you're not a medium. Everybody's got different gifts, talents, and abilities. My grandson did that drug that makes you go through the light through into the through the light with the tunnels, and he saw all kinds of stuff. Kind of scared him, But he said the one he told me about was there was this being in like a bluish gray clothes standing there, and he walked all the way around it and he couldn't see the face. What came to me was he wasn't supposed to be there. And his boss gave it to him. I am not a medium. Yeah. But this person kind of has the points of view about the way things should be and has a hard time seeing anything different. Everybody has different gifts, talents, and abilities, and a lot of time it's what we allow ourselves to have, what we believe and don't believe. So he may be right. I may have the ability to be a medium, but I haven't chosen to tap into that. You could do a lot of other things. Aaron Leo Fire 555 has his own channel. He does readings and he's a medium. Fairies are earth elementals. They're nature spirits. They're nature elementals. They actually hold magic too, but they take care of the flowers, the plants, the tree. It depends on what kind of fairies you're talking about, but they're part of nature. Okay? There's flower fairies, tree fairies, earth fairies, air fairies. But I think that a lot of them, I think a lot of them hold the light for us too. But then there's honoring ones. When my oldest daughter was growing up, she wouldn't stay in the house by herself because it was a brownie. It was a brownie. He used to, a little 1 foot tall man, about that tall, he'd be looking in the windows at her. And everybody thought she was nuts until my son came home and his friend and my son and his friend saw it, chased it down the street and went poof, just disappeared. And somebody said, yeah, that's a brownie. That would be entertaining. This guy needs to learn a lesson. Oh, this guy needs to be distracted. Oh, this one needs his mouth shut. No, that would be endlessly entertaining. Party tricks. Yeah. That would be a trip, wouldn't it? Showed a little bit of my mouth, my oldest son's mouth to shut him up. No. Yeah, I sit in silence a lot. Of course I do. The only time I talk to anybody all day long is the dog. You never sit in silence. Girl, you're a mover and shaker. You're always on the move, aren't you? That's funny. Casey, you never want to ask a man that. You never want to ask a man that. Just asking, what state do you guys think you're going to get married in? Just curious.
It's oh so quiet.
The state of happiness. You're not telling. We have a little lake here. It's called Steamboat Lake State Park. And it is probably the prettiest little lake that I have ever seen. There's no diseased trees. It's just absolutely pristine in the whole area. I think I would like to get married up there. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar with cookies. Hey, how are you tonight, hon? I like your name. We're kind of doing spiritual talk right now, hon, if you want to contribute. Ask any questions or anything. We're kind of all over the place all the time. Hawaii. Oh. I had a friend that flew to Hawaii. She had henna done on her hands and her feet. And she had she was sprayed down before she got on the airplane. She had her hands and her feet wrapped so that the henna would be beautiful with her. She had this gorgeous wedding dress, and they got married on the beach barefoot with beautiful wedding dress. She had all this gorgeous henna on. If any of you have been having a lot of rain, it's been raining like crazy here. It's like, how do you plant your garden when it's raining all the time? The free readings are up for now. We're doing spiritual talk right now. I will be doing free readings again on Sunday. On Friday night, we do spiritual talk. And after the readings, we do spiritual talk. I went to visit my first husband. Honest to God, I had warnings. The night before I was flying to Arizona, I had these great big 10-foot tall shadows walking all over the business that I worked at. And I think they were warning me. I have a theory it was me going back telling me not to marry him. And then I went down to Arizona and to visit, and we ended up getting married. And then we renewed our vows, and I passed out in the middle of the wedding because of the candles that were burning in the church. Second husband was nice until I married him. Then he changed his face that very night. Leos are fun. There's a great big huge dam in Nevada. I'm grateful for the rain because it's been so dry the last few years. Colorado's been in 90% of Colorado's been in a drought for a while. I did 2 readings, Casey. She had 2 tables of oh my God, she's got some wonderful 0-point energy centering sprays and cleansing things, and she's got a Mary Magdalene oil and a Mary Magdalene spray and a blessing oil. She's got some awesome stuff. So she had 2 tables worth of stuff, and then she put my table on the end, and everybody bypassed me because they didn't even realize I was doing readings. I took the dog with me, and she was the highlight of the show. I had that, like I said, I had that reading with that as just a quickie reading with an astrologer, and then I did a reading for him as an exchange, and he freaked out. Oh, whoa, he couldn't believe it. Corlin, the free readings are done for today, but if you want to subscribe, hun, you'll be notified when I come back on Sundays. I come on Sundays and Wednesdays to do readings, and Friday nights we do spiritual talk. The dog had a ball at the fair. She crawled out from under the table and just greeted everybody that walked by. She said, "Oh, this is fun. People are paying attention to me." And they all thought she was so cute. This beagle came up and was barking and barking and barking at her, and she just looked at it. She gave out one little bark, and some lady thought it was because I was eating lunch and not giving her any food. So they come over and they brought her some pastrami. I said, "This dog is so spoiled." He said, "She's such a little lady." And then she got out of her collar and she started walking up and down the aisles. It's so funny. But it was good to get away from the house for a while, you know. And her products are awesome. She gave me some of this. She made some candle wax stuff. This is called Clear. She says, you know how you go in and take a spiritual bath? She says, this, you burn this in the wax burner, and it clears the energy in the whole house. It's sage and, what'd she say? Sage. Oh, Palo Santo. And selenite. Maybe that's why I don't want to be a medium, because I don't want to talk to the dead. My grandson, about a year ago, I'm pretty sure he's a medium, and he's talking to the dead. He kept telling my son, "Why is that man in my room? Why are those people walking through the house?" My daughter-in-law freaked, absolutely freaked out. So instead of calling me, my son called my mentor and asked what to do. And she told him, "He's too young. Tell him to tell them to come back when he's older, or find somebody else, because he's too young to help him." So he's talking to the dead, and he's only 3. And my 6-year-old great-grandson and my 4-year-old great-granddaughter, they do the bubble technique. They talk to their angels in their dreams. Yeah, he's 3. Well, he was 3 when he started. He's 5 now. They're funny because everything that I teach their mother, they do. I told my daughter, my granddaughter, "Are you using the bubble technique for your anxiety?" And she goes, "No, not like I should be." She says, "But the kids use it all the time." So my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old great grandkids are listening to me better than anybody is. You have a good night, Leon and Casey. You have an absolutely good night. Casey, possibly we'll see you Friday night. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's one thing knowing things, but it's another thing talking to the dead. Okay? Okay, you have an awesome night, you two. And I think maybe we probably need to lock it up for the night, huh? Yes, yes. And his channel is Leo Fire 555 if you want to look him up. Subscribe for his readings, hon. Okay? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. You have to get now I have to buy a wax warmer just to burn this stuff. Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Aaron, I'm glad you're out of your situation. I'm glad you're in a safer place. I'm glad you're taking steps to make changes, hon. That's huge. Okay? I'm happy for you that you got out of there. But take your time getting settled in and then do your volunteering, okay, hon? Yeah. Yeah, she's making huge changes in her life. And it's not so much a him, Leon. I keep wanting to say Leo. It's not so much a him, Leon. It's a they. Well, I'm glad you come back, hon. I'm glad we can support you. You know, hon. We're all like a family here, and we're here to support each other. You know. Okay, everybody, want to wrap it up. Aaron, you know how to get a hold of me if you need to talk. Okay, hon. My email is listed down below. Okay. I had somebody message me yesterday because they didn't know how to clear some stuff. So, yeah. But, you know, hon, feel free to go in and look at the playlist under classes. And there's some videos under videos. There should be some videos to watch too if there's anything that's interesting to you. Okay. Gosh, that smells so good. Oh, I don't even want to burn it. I just want to smell it. Okay, everybody have a good night. I will be back Friday night for spiritual talk. So everybody have a good night and namaste.